I wasn't the prettiest girl in the competition. If they were looking at the pretty on the face and the body, then probably they would have gone for some other girl, because I'm not the prettiest girl in my country. No, but they consider beauty with the brains.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Show. I'm back here with Shireen.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
And this week on the Lovin Show, we are joined by the just recently crowned Miss Uganda, Oliver Nakakande.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So you're a
Thank you.
fellow Middlesex student, and you're 34 right now when you're in the pageant. So how did you actually get involved in the pageant? Did you get approached, or were you always joining pageants?
Well,
prior?
thank you. I always wanted to contest to be a Miss something.
Okay.
I remember when I was doing my diploma, I contested in my institution, and I actually won that Miss institution. So when I was here, I was like, you know what, I should go for the bigger crown now, Miss Uganda.
Yes.
So when I went back home, summer break, and then I saw on Instagram auditions are open, I was like, you know what, I'm into this, I'm going for this. So I went and I took part in it. We had a 1 month boot camp, which was amazing. And to be honest with you, I didn't know that I was going to win because the girls were so pretty and they were so tall.
What are you saying? Look at you, you're gorgeous.
Thank you, but oh my God. So yeah, here I am right now.
Can you tell us about the moment you were crowned? Because I can only imagine life-changing.
Oh my God, that moment was so magical. I remember my other sister, Elizabeth. We held hands and we were looking into each other's eyes and we were like, you know what, whatever happens, we're all winners. But at no cost did I even, think that I was going to be announced, because there were thousands of people gathered from all around the world. Even Miss World was there to crown the winner. I was like, oh my God, that cannot be me. So it happened that I was the one, and I was like, I don't know, even until now, I'm still overwhelmed. Yes.
So all the reactions that we basically see from those crowning moments, they have to be really genuine. So the way you just described it, it's just out of this world. Yeah.
First of all, the good thing is I was wearing a whole a gown, so you couldn't see my legs, but my legs were shaking all the time.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys got a chance to open up those legs, they were just like this all the time. I couldn't believe that I was in the presence of Miss World, first of all. So I was like, this is not happening. This is like a dream. Standing on that big stage was a real dream. And so that moment, I don't know, I can't describe. There were so many mixed feelings. And yeah.
That's still amazing though. So not a lot of people, a lot of people are actually familiar, but to those who aren't with the pageant process, could you tell us a bit more about how that goes for Miss Uganda, for example?
Well, for Miss Uganda process, it's pretty simple, because once you're following the on their social media accounts, you get to know when they are calling out for the girls. They actually search in the entire country. They go in the north, east, central, and eastern part of Uganda, because they want that one girl who's going to represent. So once they post auditions, then you go and audition, pick up the forms, register, and then this is what I did. I picked up the forms and registered, and then I went for auditions, and I'm telling you, on the audition dates, there were hundreds and hundreds of girls from all over the country. And I remember walking into the room and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a chance here. Yeah, seriously, the girls were so many. And I remember when I auditioned, I was shaking.
Okay.
And the guys in the audition room saw that I was shaking, because that time I wasn't wearing a gown. So it was obvious.
You couldn't hide it.
Yeah, but I think they saw something special, and they took me on to the next round and the next round. And yeah, so yeah.
And what about, you mentioned you were shaking on stage and beforehand. What about throughout the whole process, what was the most nerve-wracking moment? It looks amazing, but was there a moment that you just thought, this is a little bit scary?
On stage that night? The most nerve-wracking moment was throughout the process. Everything was really, but one moment that I can remember very well was when they were reading the top 10 contestants. They read number 1 to 9, and my name was not there.
Okay.
So I almost gave up. I was like, if I'm not that name they're reading right now, then I'm out. So many people believed in me, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna say to these people who really came and supported me? And I was praying and I was shaking, and the moment they read my name, oh my God.
I can only imagine.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So that moment was really, yeah.
Mm-hmm. For a lot of like pageant winners, actually, they say that the Q&A is also one of the most nerve-wracking moments on stage.
Yeah.
So do you agree, first off, that was
Yeah,
nerve-wracking for
yes.
you? And do you remember what you were asked? And
Yes, I do.
What was your response?
Yes, I do remember what I was asked, and I was shaking because the judges, they are very powerful people not in Africa only, because we had an Indian judge as well. So I was so nervous. Yeah. I was like, these guys are really gonna ask me things I've never heard of. What am I gonna do? And remember, we don't have too much time to answer. So you just answer right away. So the first questions they asked me was, what is my motto in life?
Okay.
The same question I asked Chris.
Okay.
So yeah, I told them my motto in life is with everything with God, everything is possible. Sorry.
Love that.
Nice.
So it actually turned out to be right, because I always based on God, and I do everything, pray, and So the second question was, if I got a chance to meet political leaders, what could be that one thing that I would ask them? That one thing. So in my country where I come from, we face a big problem of unemployment. So I told them unemployment, of course. So yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing that you're embodying your motto, which is very, very cool.
Thank you.
But talking about pageants, there can be some misconceptions. They call it a beauty pageant, and is there beauty, is there brains? What do you think are the biggest misconceptions after having been through the process yourself?
Misconceptions of
about pageantry as a whole.
Oh, about pageantry. Oh, actually, there are a lot, because many people out there think pageants are all about getting undressed and showing off your bikini body. It's totally the opposite. It's beauty, specifically beauty with the brains, because I wasn't the prettiest girl in the competition. If they were looking at the pretty on the face and the body, then probably they would have gone for some other girl, because I'm not the prettiest girl in my country. No. But they consider beauty with the brains. So they test you. We were in a boot camp for a month, and they used to test us every single day. So I thank God that I went through all the tests. I passed all of them. So that is why I'm here. So yeah.
Was the boot camp part of the competition? You were tested throughout? Like, were there people eliminated during the boot camp?
There wasn't any eliminations, but it was part of the competition. So we were 22 girls, and all what they wanted to do is just to see how we behave, how we treat others, how we reason, those basic things.
Getting to see them behind the scenes,
Yes.
basically, when
Yes.
not on stage. It's
Yeah,
a really great way.
Yeah, because they can't just set up a date for the finale and they just choose the girls out of the blue.
Yeah.
They had to spend time with us and get to know us even better.
Fair. And then through that, of course, is where they get to learn about you guys' advocacies and what you stand for.
Exactly.
So what platforms are you most passionate about, actually, and what do you want to promote the most during your reign?
Actually, when I was in boot camp, I think I love to see like anything that is lacking grow. So when I was in boot camp, I had something that I'm so passionate about that I was wanting to put out there, which is promoting sex education. I don't know, it sounds odd, and in my country it sounds like, but that was my project. And then of course other projects as well. But when I was crowned, we as Miss Uganda Foundation have projects that we run, like Keep a Girl Child in School, and teenage pregnancies, and one that I'm going to be running for is clean water and sanitation. So I'm passionate about anything that makes a change in someone's life. So at Miss World, I'm going to be presenting that clean water and sanitation project.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Miss World, which is taking place in December, which is very exciting. Yes. So before we actually kicked off this live, you were teaching us like different tricks that you learned how to sit, like a queen. What are the preparations? So this is why we're like up. What are the preparations that will go into Miss World? I can only imagine.
Oh, I think I'm expecting something new in Miss World because it's like an international thing. But I haven't started preparations yet, but I think what I have right now as a queen, I think it's what other queens also have. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we actually asked you also before we started, about the studies, because obviously the Miss World is going to take place in December. So are you going to continue with studies this year? What are your plans for that? And what are you studying actually, for those that don't know?
I am a Middlesex University student and I'm studying marketing.
Very cool.
So yeah, because of my busy schedule right now, I can't really fix everything in.
Yeah.
So I have to take some time off uni. It's really hard to say because I'm going to miss everyone.
Yeah.
But you'll be getting life experiences.
Yes, and I'm doing something I always wanted to do.
Exactly.
So
following her passion.
yes, so I hope that my voice will be heard and we will get sometime in the future we'll get clean water in my country because it's really a big problem.
Okay.
So let me go out there and
Raise awareness for it.
Spread the message.
Amazing.
Very cool. You mentioned that you met Miss World, so she was at
Yes.
the prize giving, correct? So did she actually give you any advice going forward that can help with you?
Well, actually, she was in the country for just a few hours.
Does she fly to all of them, by the way, or how does she do that?
I think she does fly to the countries that participate in Miss World, or Mr. World as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she flies there. So when I met her, it was that moment when I was shocked. I was just being crowned. She's the one who gave me the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the sash. So I was like, I can't believe this is Miss World crowning me. I didn't even get a chance to talk. We were on stage. Everyone was like screaming. And then the next thing I know after that, she left the country because she had other duties to attend to.
Wow.
Which could be your future.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed if she wins Miss World, you guys. I have a slightly personal question, which is, what's the one thing you wish you did more of and one thing you wish you did less of, like at this moment in time in your life?
That's a hard one.
Just to, break the ice.
That's one thing I wish. Can you repeat the question?
What's the one thing you wish you did more of? And then another thing, like the one thing you did less of?
Okay. The one thing I wish I did more of right now, at this stage, I feel like before I wasn't that girl who was smiling all the time. But now I have to smile, and I think a smile really changes people's lives. Because when you walk into a room with a smile, everyone's like, yay! But
That's really nice. That's
yes,
true.
but when
That's
you have that gloomy kind of face, everyone gets a different picture about you. So I had to explain to people, you know what you think about me is not right. I'm this kind of person. But now I don't even have to explain. I just have to smile.
You
and
already
everything.
give off that energy with the smile. I love that. So what about the one thing you wish you did less of? I can't think of any right now.
I think I care too much sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I don't wish I could
Take that back.
No,
yeah.
it's okay. I'll keep
Your
it.
Miss Congeniality, it's a part of your being, caring and all, of course. That makes sense.
Very cool. So before we move on to our last segment, we just want to say you're going to Miss World and everyone can vote. So when it kicks off, we all want Dubai supporting you, of course, your Middlesex students, as well as Uganda. So we are all behind you. And coming up to the date, we'll be letting everyone know how we can vote for you. Or do you know already? Is there like a platform or?
It's yet to be open.
It's yet to be open.
But
so once it kicks off, we'll be behind you. Okay.
Thank you.
So on to our next segment. It is called the Tell Us What You Really Think segment, which is basically us giving you a statement each, and you either agree or oppose with a brief, quick thought. So give an example of how this could be.
For example, so it's a controversial statement. So we're not exactly saying we agree with it, but then you have to agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So kicking it off, Miss World is outdated.
Outdated?
As in, they would say it's traditional, old-fashioned. So you have to agree or disagree.
I cannot agree or disagree on that because and I think next year it's going to be 70 years old. They're going to be celebrating 70 years. So it depends how you look at it.
Perspective, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Dubai is a city of opportunities.
Oh, yay! Yes, of
like,
course. Yes, it is. Like, I started working here in Dubai and I've learned a lot here in Dubai. I've met so many opportunities. Like, of course, yes.
Very cute. Next question. So you don't need a university degree to get on in the world.
Yes, I agree, 100%, because education is important, but at the same time, it doesn't define you. You can do a lot, you know, just with your mind thinking right and do the right job, you can make it.
Very good.
Right.
Social media, and this is our last one. Social media is the best tool to promote your brand for individuals and
For now, yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, because there is a lot of energy in social media. Everyone is on social media, so.
And it helps raise awareness, like you said earlier.
Yes.
All right, and that is it for this segment. Thank you so much again for coming on to the show. We will be following up with you all the way to Miss World, and we're fingers crossed that you bring home the crown for Uganda and, of course, us.
For Dubai. We're taking you as our own, basically.
Yep.
Okay, guys, back same time, same place next week. See you soon. Oh, Queen Wave before we go.
Pageant wave.
So cheesy.
Queen hand clap. No,
The Queen hand clap?
doesn't make noise.
Oh!
It's
I am not doing
you
this
hold it
elegantly
right
at
here.
all.
Why is that?
Not here. Here.
I'm still making noise. No.